Hello everyone, good morning for everyone in Europe and good afternoon for those of you in China. My name is Javier Baud, I'm the Business Development Advisor at the EUSME Center, and today I will be the moderator of this webinar series. My colleague Anita is also helping. So thanks everyone for joining us, and first of all I would like to start with the technical issues, like for those of you who have never used our platform, like on the right upper side, you will see a console like the one you're seeing now. You can ask us questions during the seminar or at the end of the Q&A session, and we will be very happy to reply then, us or our speakers. So let's start with what's the EUSME Center. We are a project fully funded by the European Union. And what we do is we try to assist SMEs to export and to establish, maintain, and develop commercial activities in the Chinese market. Basically, what we do is we help companies to get ready for China. We offer free and confidential information and advice and practical support services. So what are the services that we do is we have divided our center in 4 departments: business development, legal, standard and conformities, and human resources and training. The information and advice services we provide is we reply to inquiries. We have a knowledge center with a lot of publications. We do trainings and webinars like the one we're doing now. Our trainings are done in Europe but also in China. And we have databases, a database for exhibition, and we also have a database for service providers. We do have also other support services like our help desk. Companies that are looking to enter the Chinese market, they can come to our center and physically stay with us for a short period, maximum of 2 weeks. They can use our resources, get advice from our experts. So we'll encourage companies to do that. Because now what we are doing is a series of webinars, and we're trying to compare regional cities in China. So we started the first webinar with Tianjin, and today we're gonna do a presentation of Changsha. So we can show you some figures so you can see the difference of the cities we are gonna focus in the following days. We're also gonna look at Shanghai, Chengdu, and Fuzhou. So you can see, like, all these cities, they have a very big population compared to Europe. The numbers here are huge. But if you look at the GDP, especially per capita, you will see that there are also big difference. Like, it's surprising to know, for example, that Tianjin is the city with the highest per capita, even ahead of Shanghai, which is the economic pole, or one of the more important economic hubs in China. But as you can see, well, that might be related to the population, but Tianjin is developing a lot. But you will see also Changsha in this presentation is developing really fast. The next slide, you can see the growth of the GDP year by year, and then, for example, it's no surprise that here Shanghai, for example, is not growing that much, but this is because it's already very, very developed. And you will see a city like Tianjin, which is growing really above the average. But basically all the cities that we are going to study in this series, like, they are growing above the national average, like, well, with over 10% a year. So with no further ado, we're going to start with the presentation about Changsha. Today we have 2 speakers, like it's usually we're having in this seminar. The first speaker is Ms. Phoebe Zhang. She's the Executive Director for the Enterprise Europe Network contact point for Central China. She will give us an overview of what the organization are and what the Enterprise Europe Network is doing. After her presentation, we will have Miranda Hu, who is the Chief Representative of the China-Britain Business Council in Changsha. And in her presentation, she will go more in detail about what are the opportunities and what are the challenges for European SMEs in Changsha. So now I would like to give the microphone to Phoebe, and she can start with the presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hello, moderator. Hello, everyone. I think it's my pleasure to be the speaker of this webinar, but maybe the internet speaks a little bit slow. And Yeah, the pages is turned on slowly. Yeah, okay. This is a CV of myself. And I think after long time working in the CCPIT Hunan, I've got quite familiar with the SMEs. And I know what the difficulties and the problems they always face when exploring the international market. And we try to help them. And the next page is, I'm sorry for the slow internet. I can't see the next page at present. Can you help me to turn on the page? Okay. This is the map of China. You can see in the central area, there's 6 provinces. Here, the Hunan Province, Changsha Province, Hubei Province, Anhui Province, Hunan Province, and Shanghai Province. And all the 6 provinces are the service scope of EN Central China. So CCPIT Hunan Sub-Council as a coordinator joined the EN network in 2008. And at present, we have 2 other partners. That is Hunan Provincial Science and Technology Department and the Wuhan Science and Technology Bureau. And we also one subcontract partner named CCPIT Hubei Sub-Council. Well, all our partners and together with CCPIT provide the services for EU and the Chinese SMEs. And this picture is a brief introduction to CCPIT Hunan, which was founded in 1978. And the China Chamber of International Commerce, Hunan Chamber of Commerce, was established in 1988. CCPIT Hunan, the CCOIC Hunan, actually is one organization but has 2 different names. And up till now, CCOIC has more than 3,000 enterprises members.
Thank you, Phoebe. I'm gonna interrupt you for a second because we want to ask a question to the audience. So,
okay. Mm-hmm.
So what we want to ask them is if do they know how to access the services from EN Changsha contact point. So now they can see the potential answers. Like I don't know about the services. Like I could contact them directly in China. I will contact them the enterprise in Europe, or I have a close relation with the EN in my region. So we are giving the audience a little bit of time to select the answers, and we are thinking about closing in the next few seconds. So I'm gonna close the poll now, and let's see the results. So okay, we can see that 68% of the attendants they didn't know about the EN. Yeah. So I think it's important that we're doing this webinar and to give awareness about the excellent work the Europe Enterprise Network is doing. But we can see that also some of the attendees they have a close relation with them. So
yeah.
Thank you, and please continue, Phoebe.
Okay. Thank you very much. I can't see the PPT at present. Yeah, okay, I continue. Okay, this is the functional division for in Central China. We always call them Module A, Module B, and Module C. So Module A focuses on to provide information, investment, agency services for you and Chinese SMEs. And these kind of tasks are mostly being charged by chambers of commerce like CCPIT. And for Module B, focus on the technology innovation transfer. This kind of works mostly being charged by those technical institutes, university, or I just mentioned the 2 other EM partners of EN Central China. And for Module C, focus on the research cooperation between EU and the Chinese SMEs. We will help them to apply for the EU projects such as Switch Asia of P7, etc. Okay, this is the main 8 kinds of services provided by in Central China at present. And for the daily work, we'll always do the international commercial and technology information exchange and dissemination. But we do that, first we need to download information from the Eden Network website database and translate the information into Chinese and dissemination the information to our clients through the newsletters monthly. And we also need to transmit the information of our clients to the website as well. So besides this, what we often do is to hold bulk events and matchmaking meetings for EU and Chinese SMEs, of course free of charge. And we also do some training courses for SMEs. Okay, next page. Okay, this is the pictures for the activities or events for in Central China for recent 2 years. This is the training course or seminar for Chinese SMEs named Winning New Business Abroad Under New Crisis. And this is the picture of a national conference named the first session of EN China National Conference. I can say it is a milestone conference because after the conference, the communication platform was established between the 28 EN partners in China. And also in 2012, in Central China inauguration ceremony, we invited the Vice Ambassador of EU delegation to attend. And this is the picture of the block event in Hanover, named the Hanover Technology Cooperation Day. We organized more than 10 Hunan SMEs to attend. It has a great success. And we also learned a lot from the EN partner in Hanover. Okay, next page. And this is also the pictures for our events. Last year, we held the Hunan UK SMEs matchmaking event in Changsha. And this is the seminar for EU SMEs in 2013, named How to Explore the Chinese Market. For this seminar, we invited experts from EUSME Center and also from the IPR SME Help Desk. And this is a picture for the very important event last year of EU Central China in May in Beijing, named Asia-EU Matchmaking Event. For this event, there are more than 30 countries from 11 EU countries and more than 50 companies from China attended. And there are several PA has been concluded after the event. And this is also a picture for the very important matchmaking named the Mission for Growth in Beijing in last July, and which is organized by the EUSME Center. And in Central China was one co-organizers to attend the event. Okay, next page. Well, this is the picture for the website of East Central China, and this is the website address. I'd like to address that we have 2 versions for the website, one in Chinese, another in English. For Chinese website, here we set up a special column for EU SMEs to display the pictures of products for Chinese SMEs. And when they press the picture, they can connect directly to your website and to get more information of your company. So if you are interested in display or attend a show to the Central China SMEs, you can contact with us directly and send your profiles to our website. Of course, the services is free of charge. And in for the English website, here we also set up a special column for Chinese SMEs. Here we can show the pictures of products of our SMEs, and also you can connect directly to their website to get more information. And besides this, here we have 2 databases on the building. One is the Chinese Business Cooperation Database. Another is Chinese Technology Transfer Database. We will push forward it quickly, and I think it will be helpful for you to search for the information about SMEs in Central China in the future. I'm sorry. Okay. Here is the important, sorry. This page. Okay, here is the important matchmaking event will be held in May in Beijing this year. The exact date has been confirmed here from 13 to 15th. And all the sectors will be involved listed here. But we also welcome those SMEs from other sectors to attend the matchmaking event. And we will cooperate closely with EUSME Center in Beijing. And we will send the invitation letter to EUSME Center, and they will forward the invitation letter to you. Of course, all the services is free of charge. And this is another very important event will be held in Changsha in the second half of this year. The month will be November, but the date is still need to be confirmed. And the activities is not the final decision. We will confirm it later. And the sectors listed here is a little bit different from the first event. So if you have the interest to visit or investigate the central China market, if you are interested in Changsha City, welcome to attend the matchmaking in November in Changsha. We also will give the information to EUSME Center and also other EU Chambers of Commerce, and they will transfer the information to you.
Okay.
Well, this is a contact method for in Central China. Yes? Mm-hmm.
Yes, Phoebe, thank you very much. I think this is a very interesting presentation. I hope the audience is getting more aware about the potential, the EN Central China and the services that you can provide. And I hope from now on you get more activities and more companies interested in your services.
Okay.
So I would like to thank you also for your presentation, and now I would like to pass the microphone to Miranda Hu. She's going to do a presentation in Changsha. So I would like her to introduce herself, but what she's going to do basically, she's gonna give us an overview of what are the conditions in Changsha, and then she will be more specific, giving some practical advice about the opportunities that we will find there. So I would like to welcome Miranda, and please start with the presentation.
Okay, thank you, Javius. So hello everyone, this is Miranda Ho from Changsha. So first of all, I would like to thank EUSME Center to give these opportunities to me to introduce the city of Changsha. Okay, so this is background information about myself. Actually now I'm the Chief Representative of China Britain Business Council of Changsha office, which is mainly to identify location business opportunities for UK companies and maintain the relationship with the local governments. So today, I would like to divide my presentation as a 4 parts. So first 2 parts, I just give some background information about Changsha and advantage of Changsha. And the third part, I will give some introduction about 4 development industries and 4 emerging industries in Changsha. And the end is very important part for today's presentation is raise some business opportunities for EUSME Center, for EUSMEs. So, okay.
So thank you, Miranda. Just before you continue, I would like to ask another question to the audience. So we would like to know if the audience know where Changsha is located. So we have different options, like no idea. It's in South Central China, near Shanghai, north of China. Actually, this is a tricky question because at the beginning of her presentation, Phoebe already showed where is Changsha. So I hope most of the attendants, they were paying attention and they know where they are. But the reason why we do this is because I think China is such a big country that the attendees, they need to understand, the SMEs need to understand that it's difficult to know about everything, and they need to really focus on the places where they can have more opportunities. So I'm going to close the pool now, and I'm going to share the results. So, well, I'm very happy to see that 71% they knew where is Changsha. It's in South Central China, but still some people they have no idea where is Changsha. So I hope with today's presentation everyone will be clear. So please Phoebe, continue.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce Changsha as this 4 point. So Changsha is a capital as well as an economic, political, and cultural center of Hunan Province. So you can see where is Hunan and where is Changsha from this slide. I did not put the data of 2013 because at the beginning Javier already gave you some data. So from the next slide, you can easily to see the economic growth of Changsha are repeatedly after the 2007. So this is benefit from the central government decision in 2006, which is focused on the developing China inter provinces, generated majority government led investment in Hunan. So you also can see from this slide, Changsha's economic was ranked at number 2 in the center of China's, and the economic size is half of the Guangzhou and 1/3 size of Shanghai. Okay, go back. Okay, so Changsha is becoming an ideal investment place in an option for large world-class enterprises. So as earlier 1997, Japan Marubeni Corporation entered into the Changsha. In the latest 10 years, so they will have 89 top 500 enterprises that have set up their workshop and all the branch office in Changsha. I also want to write some information to you. Here is, in August of 2012, the McKinsey Global Institution published the 75 most dynamic city of 2025 in China. Changsha is listed in it, and also is ranked in 64. So besides what I am indicating in this slide, they will also have the Standard Chartered Bank, Nokia, Volkswagen, and Metro was investment in Changsha as well. So from this chart, you can see the key part of the structure has been to shift the economic focus from agriculture to manufacturing. So the proportion that manufacturing contribution to economic has increased from the 42% in 2003 to 56% in 2012. So what is the advantage of Changsha? So maybe good infrastructure, abundance of talents, or lower cost of the labor, and the good policies must be a reason for you to pay attention. Okay, the slide changed slowly. So Changsha has a very good geographical position, and within 2 hours economic circle, you can easily to reach the Yangtze River economic circle and the Pearl River data economic circle within the 5 million square kilometers area and the 0.8 million population in China. So after China going to develop high-speed train, Changsha was planned as the intersection of China's three main high-speed railways, which is Beijing to Guangzhou, that has started operation. Shanghai to Kunming Railway is to commence in this year, and the Chongqing to Xiamen Railway is scheduled to start construction before the 2013. So we also have the 7 intercity railway links surrounding the cities, which are scheduled to be complete in the next 5 years. So our airport is 17 kilometers from the downtowns. So it's handle an increased amount of cargo transportation. So from the June of this year, the direct airline from the Changsha to Frankfurt will be opened. Okay, so in the city, we also have very convenient transportation systems. So at the end of the 2012, we have the 280 cars were available for the passengers. So they will have 4 subways line are under construction and are expected to be in operation between the 2014 to 2017. So the line 2 will be opened for the passengers at the May of this year. We also have a port in Changsha, which is an important inland port along the Yangtze Rivers. So with the increasing through output. In the Xialing port, we have 10,000 tons berths, and in the last 2012, the total throughput is 30.9 million tons. So from this slide, you can see we got a lot of the significant research and development institutions and universities and colleges. I mentioned the key 5 national universities in these 5 squares. And you will easy to get the professional workers and the technical workforce in these 5 sectors. Okay, so we also have a very lowest the labor cost compared with the coastal cities of Guangzhou, Nanjing, and Fuzhou, and we are sit in between inland cities of Wuhan and Xi'an. The employee salaries level are relatively stable, with the average growth rate between 5 to 10%. So the provincial policies, we have a 4 industry zone and 8 industry park focused on different industry sectors. So in each zones or parts, they have a reasonable right to provide provincial policies to the key project by themselves.
Sorry, Miranda, sorry for interrupting you, but just before you continue, again, I would like to ask a question to the attendees, and the question now will be like, which is the sector that they are more interested? So we have a different option: creative industries, green technologies, automobile industry, food and beverage, and others. Those are the potential answers. And well, we would like to know what kind of companies are listening today, so then you can tailor the presentation to make comments for their interest. So we're gonna give them a few seconds more to keep on voting, and let's try to yeah. I will close the poll now, and and I can share the results with you. So, well, we can see that there is 43% of the companies in the food and beverage industry. We have some companies also in the green tech and very few in the creative industries and automobile industries, which I think it's good at least that we have some companies here, because these are two sectors that I think you're going to talk about. But then we have another good pool of companies from different sectors. So yeah, with that, I will let you continue. Thank you, Miranda.
You're welcome. Okay, so in these chapters, I'm going to introduce the 4 development of industries clusters and the 4 emerging industries in Changsha. So from these slides, you can find out the output value and the year-on-year growth rate for these 4 industries. And the construction machinery industry was developed slowly comparatively. So since the central government was adjusting the rate of the economic growth of China to 7%, so they will get some effect from these policies. So the construction machinery industry actually is one of the majority industry in Changsha. So the products such as concrete pumps have a leading position in domestic and global market. So in 2012, Changsha has a construction machinery industry generated an output value of 194 billion RMB and a 6.6% increase from last year, and it represented 24% of Changsha's total output value. So this is already 1/4 for the whole city's output value. And the Changsha construction machinery industry output value is 32% of China's total construction machinery industry output. So you can find some leading companies named in this slide.
Thank you, Miranda. I have a question for you, because I can see that this is really a very important sector in Changsha. So I would like to ask you, what are the machinery leading companies in Changsha? What are they looking for? There is some opportunities for EUSME companies?
Yes, sure. So after I talking with those companies, then they mentioned they were still looking for some better supplier in hygienic systems, motor vehicle chassis, and control systems for the construction cars or for the machineries. So in these 3 sectors, actually, they were still looking for some good supplier. So maybe for the EU small and medium enterprises, they got some business opportunities or chance in these 3 sectors. So after this slide, I give some case study for the construction machinery. So as the Standard Chartered Changsha branch management mentioned, they got a lot of benefit from the construction machinery companies, which they were doing some outbound investments. Actually, the company, what I mentioned in before, they already did a lot of outbound investment in all of the world. Okay, so the next industry is the automobile manufacturing, which this manufacturing is benefit from the clusters covering the whole value chains and improve the research and development capabilities. So the competitive value chain includes the companies covering the automotive research and development, the parts manufacturing, and the car manufacturing, and the creating synergies for auto industry participants. So you will find some business opportunities in the coach car, SUV, and truck and car manufacturing series, and also some core part of the technology development, which like the automotive electronical and engines and the axles and the chassis. So I put the majority company names on for the whole automotive manufacturing industry chains. So you may find will be easy to become the supplier for the EU and Chinese companies, and difficult to become the supplier for the Japanese companies, since Japanese companies used to looking for their own country's suppliers. Okay, so this is a case study for the GAC filter automobile companies. Actually, they did investments in Changsha at the 2010. So you can find more general information from their company website as well. So next industry is the new material industry. So this industry was grows rapidly in Changsha. So with the key products have a high market share worldwide. So the new material companies in Changsha are the global leaders in their respective sectors. So I put some company names and samples in this slide. You can check on their own website to get more detail for their own technologies. And I also put the three sectors, which is the new energy matrix and advanced composites, energy conservation materials. This is what the local government looking for. So if you have a very good high-tech technologies or the products in these three fields, you will be very welcome to raise your idea to Changsha. And also I get some message last Sunday. The Vice Director of Changsha Economic Development Zone, they were still looking for some battery products for their green cars. So this is maybe another opportunities for you as well. So culture and creative industries. Actually, this is quite famous in Changsha as well. So we have a very strong foundation in media, animation, and publishing. So they will have two main projects which are monitored by the local government at this moment, which is Hunan Museum and the Changsha Meishilate International Culture and Art Centers. Actually, they will already have most UK companies involved in these two projects. The Hunan Museum cooperates with the British Museum in the management areas. And for the television, I will write more information in next chapter in the business opportunities. So I put on the 4 new models here. The local government wanted to rise the technology and the financial and the tourism industry into the culture and the creative industries. So if you have a good idea or successful business models, you also can bring your ideas to Changsha. You can contact with the EUSME Center or contact with the local commerce department. Okay, this one I put on the 4 emerging industries in Changsha. I give some data for these 4 industries. I would like to go into introduce some what the local government looking for in these 4 fields. So we are the by-industry center in central and western China. So the city plans to develop its medicine, by breeding and by manufacturing sectors with focus on the chemical medicine, byproducts, medical equipment, and green products such as super rice. So in the model logistic fields, city was planned to build the 5 logistic parks and 10 logistic center. So they are expected to driving the clustering of industries companies. So in the emerging financial service sectors, the financial organization, especially the regional headquarters, will have potential opportunities in these cities. So the last is service outsourcing. Actually, Changsha government already promoted this industry in the last 4 years. They have very good provincial policies to support the company in this field to develop, which like they give some rental subsidiary, training fees subsidiary, and internet free. So if you are the company in this field, Changsha will have a very good business environment for you. Okay, so this is the last chapter in my presentation. I raised the 4 fields for you, which is according to my previous experience. So the first is high-end technologies. So since most of the Chinese companies, they were in the earlier stage of developing, so they were still looking for some high-end technologies from US or EU countries to upgrade their technology and products. This is very important way for them to get on the international market platform. Of course, they also need some support from the local government. As I know, the science and technology department in each cities and province already create on the activities on this part. So once they were reached high valued added industry stage, how they can enter to the high-end market. So on this stage, some of the consultancy agency or institution will have some opportunities. Okay, we go back to the culture and the creative industry again. Actually, because of the local cultures, we have a very good foundation of the culture and the creative sectors. So our television, Hunan TV, is a leading broadcasters in terms of the audience ratings in China. So they already cooperate with the UK, Korea, and French mass media company and transferred a lot of good programs to China as well. So as I know, the Hunan TV was cooperated with the BBC and bring the 4 successful programs to China, which are the Just the Two of Us, Stract Coming to Dance, Take Me Out, and Top Gears. Those programs are welcomed by the Chinese audience. So you may can find some business opportunities on the TV programs and the field of the animation, and also the 2 projects I mentioned in before, which is Hunan Museum and the Meishi Lake International and Art Cultures. So in the eco-friendly technology and overall solution, before I'm going to talking some opportunity in these fields, I would like to give you some background of the tool-oriented society, since Changsha is one of the tool-oriented society pilot zone. So in a factor of the text, some of the concern about environmental impact of rapidly industrialization, the National Development and Reform Commission nominate a group of city clusters around the provincial capital of Changsha to serve as a pilot area for the new development model, which would focus on the conserving resource and promoting environmentally friendly development. So this model is often called the tool-oriented society. The 3 cities included in this pilot zone are Changsha, Zhuzhou, and Xiangtan. The tool-oriented society pilot focus on the improving energy intensity performance, improving land use, and reduce soil erosions, increase local loads provision in power generation capacities, improving wastage treatment. A number of the dominatory zones have been established within this area, and a huge amount of the construction is underway, such as Meishi Lake, a previously undeveloped area in Changsha, has been nominated as a Sustainable Living Demonstration Zone, and the government plans to invest over 20 billion RMB in developing an international culture center here. So after I'm going to introduce what is a tool-oriented society, you will more easily to understanding the information I put on in this slide. So actually they have a lot of chance for the tool-oriented society. Not only in Changsha have a Meishi Lake project, in Zhuzhou and Xiangtan they also have a very similar project is going on. So during these procedures they will provide a lot of the opportunities in environmental and waters industry, and also some construction and infrastructure sectors. Okay, the last one is vocational education and training. This is an idea I got from most of leading company in Changsha. When I have a meeting with them, they raised questions to us is they were met some difficult to find the talents with a high-level sector skill and good English. They may have some engineer and the project manager have very good sector skills, but very poor English level, or some good English skill employees, but they don't have very good sectors specific skills. So they were still looking for some colleges or institution to cooperate to training their engineer and project managers and some staff who had a very good English in sector-specific skill training. Okay, so at the end, I would like to wish everyone will have a successful business in China, and welcome to visit to Changsha. So if you have further questions, you are very welcome to contact with EUSME Center or send an email to me. So thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Miranda. It was indeed a very interesting presentation. I will encourage the attendees, the audience, to send us some questions. We have already some questions on the line. I would like, if it's possible, Miranda first start for a question for Phoebe related to the EEN. So yeah, if you can pass her the microphone, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello again, Phoebe.
Yeah,
so one of the participants, he's asking about their company, it's already based, it's an European company, but it's based in Beijing. So if they want to use the services provided by Changsha, how they can connect and contact with you, how they should do it?
Okay, I think the first way for them is to look for the EUSME Center first. And through you can transfer, forward the information to us. And the second step for them, they can look for the European Chamber of Commerce based in Beijing to search for the help. Because according to the working principle for e-network, we don't contact directly with the EU SME Center. We just cooperate with the EM partners in EU countries and also other EU chambers of commerce or EU organizations like EUSME Center. So is that clear?
Okay, I understand. I understand, Phoebe. I think that's very clear. For example, for companies that are in Europe, what they need to do is they go to the EN website. They look for a EN contact point near them in Europe, and then through this contact point in Europe, they will be able to contact you in China. So that's how the network works, and that should be the process.
Yes, right.
So yeah, thank you very much for your answer, Phoebe. I have some questions now for Miranda. So
okay.
yeah, appreciate if you can put her on. And hello again, Miranda.
Hello, Javier. Yeah.
Yes, I would like to ask you, like, if you could give us some examples about the UK companies, the ones you work with, about these companies doing business in Changsha and how they did approach these opportunities, how they find these opportunities.
Okay, so actually I would like give some general samples, which like Changsha Huanhua Airport T2 was designed by the Architects, architecture companies, and they were light products were supplied by the Alpocuse lightings, and they were security equipment was supplied by the Teco company, and like Aurel provide some fire PVD service for the tunnels of the Changzhou-Tang underground railways. And they will also have some architecture samples, which like Zaha Hadid is quite famous in architecture design. They did the Changsha Meishi Lake International Culture and Art Centers designs. And also there were some like ADAS. They schematic design for Changsha Westin Hotel and the master plan for the Changsha Xinghe River datas. They will also have some companies was involved in like environmental water project and renewable energy project in Changsha, which like WSSP and RAW companies. So how they can get those business in Changsha? Actually, at the beginning, they was attend the market visiting missions from UK. So they met some local governors or the department who were running this project, and they hired some Chinese employees to follow up with this project. Actually, I would like to mention it's very important for the European companies. If you really want to do a successful business in inland of China, you may need some Chinese employee to help you to reach the business, because most of the local government or department, they more prefer to communicate with Chinese or who can speak very good Chinese.
Yes, I understand, Miranda, and I agree. I think the Chinese language skills is something is very useful in China. Hopefully, I mean, there's already also some European talents here that they can speak Chinese. So USMEs, they should look for those, or of course for local people. That's also always a good thing. I like what you mentioned, like because some of the attendees, many of them are for the food and beverage sector. So we're getting a lot of answers about this sector. And for example, previously you mentioned the Westin. The Westin is a five-star hotels, and I'm sure like Westin is asking for European and for foreign products. So my question will be like, as a person you are living there in Changsha, do you think there is opportunities for imported for food and beverage in Changsha? Is there a demand? Local people is interested in trying new things, in try some European products?
Yeah, actually, the Changsha local people, they very like to try the new things, not only food, for all of things they would like to try. Actually, most of the foreign food and the beverage are coming through the metro. So maybe metro is a good channel for them to export their goods to here. Since I know most of the wholesalers for the foreign food is in Shanghai, then they divide their product to into the center of China. So if they were is the exporter, so most of the buyer maybe is in Shanghai, or like the foreign companies which already set up the branch office here, which like the metros. But if they want to export their products directly to Changsha, maybe they will be find a little bit difficult.
I understand, Miranda, and I think that your point is it's very good. Like the importers, the ones that usually deal directly with European SMEs, they are in Shanghai, they're in the coastal cities close to the port, and it's definitely hard for European companies to penetrate inland. But I think this might be also a chance for a good opportunity, and I like that you mentioned some of the supermarkets that they can try to contact. We have more detailed questions about the food and beverage. I would like some patience from our attendants. We will try to reply them by email. But I want to ask you also about other topics. For example, about the tourism industry, we have Paolo asking us like if you think it will be possible to create some synergies with the local tour operators to try to get opportunities to bring Changsha people to Europe, to organize tours in Europe. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of the opportunities for the EU tourism industry. Changsha people very like to travel around in all over the world. They used to travel through the travel agency. So we also got many big travel agency brands in Changsha. I think there is big opportunities for tourism companies.
And I think, Miranda, this really could be a good example of how to use the EEN network. So Paolo, he can definitely get in touch with his EEN contact point in Italy, and then send this request to EN Changsha, and I'm sure like Phoebe will be very happy to make the connection and try to get them some local tour operators. So I think this could be a practical way to do it. And I think we have just one time for one last question, and this comes from Finland. This is a waste management company, and they're asking if you think that they might have some opportunities in Changsha.
Yeah, as I mentioned, we are the tour-oriented society, so the local government was developing the green environment in Changsha. So most of the project will be right on at this moment. Actually, the problem is how they can get the information about where have some waste treatment project happens. So they may need get some help from EUSME Center to write or to bring some delegation or to do some investigation in Changsha, or contact with the local government, let them to write their project. But they will still have a lot of the business opportunities, since the local company don't have very good technologies in this part. So there are a lot of potential opportunities here.
Well, thank you very much, Miranda. It was a very interesting presentation. I hope our participants also enjoyed. Also, thank you very much, Phoebe. I think we have to say goodbye for now, and I would like to thank, of course, the participants for joining us today. Please log in into our website, look for new events. We are doing a lot of webinars, and the next webinar of this series will be on Shanghai. But this time we won't do a general presentation because we think Shanghai is already a city that is well known. So we will focus on the new pilot free trade zone. So thank you very much, and then see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.